Okay, good morning. We are back mostly. I just got done taking a shower. It is almost noon. The kids don't have school today, so I slept in. We all slept in, but I slept in the most. Adam is playing, he's off work today too. He is playing the new Spider-Man game that came out on PS5 yesterday. And then Will is playing a game right now. Rory is watching TV. I don't know what she's watching. I woke up a vampire, I think is what she said. So yeah, I have a pretty big day today and a huge weekend ahead. We have lots of autumnal events that we are doing this weekend with Adam's family. And today I am shipping lots of orders. Going to make a few more button designs because I will show more throughout the day, but I made buttons from polymer clay yesterday. I had been working on designs for buttons for a while. I've tried buttons in the past and they did not work. They were very brittle and I don't really fully understand. Well, I do now. They were too thin and I think maybe I didn't bake them long enough. This was a couple years ago. So then earlier this week I made all these and they looked really nice, but they were still brittle. I tried to seal them with resin. The resin just beat it up and never cured fully. It could have been because it's kind of chilly around here right now, but honestly, resin's just not consistent and it was so much work that at that point I was like, if I'm gonna do this much work, I'm just gonna stick to wood buttons. But I really enjoy making buttons from clay, even though they aren't as durable as wood buttons, obviously, or ceramic, or I also have like a lot of stuff going on my face right now. But so anyway, I ended up referring to some buttons that I bought when the kids were babies. Will, in particular, he was a toddler, and I bought some polymer clay buttons from a polymer clay button artist on Etsy. What is her name? Digit Designs? Digit Gifts? Digit is in it, but she makes absolutely, hands down, the most beautiful polymer clay buttons I've ever seen in my entire life, and I've never had a problem with them. Actually, hang on. I used them on a sweater for Will that didn't work, or it didn't fit at the time, so I just kept the sweater as a memento. But then I had two left over from that order, and so then a couple years later, when I made all of the Joanna and Eric Johnson stuffies from their children's book series that have knitting and sewing patterns. This is, Will, what is the platypus's name?
What platypus?
The one that I knit from the books. Do you remember what their name? Freddie, right?
Yeah.
Yes. This is Freddie the platypus. I have knit all of them for both children except for Henry. I only made Henry Chipmunk for Rory because by that time Will was older and he wasn't really that interested, and also Henry was a really difficult project. Anyway, the point is, for the overalls I used the two buttons that I had left from that order from when Will was, you know, 1 or 2. And obviously these are decorative buttons, which is what I would recommend polymer clay buttons for if you can help it. Maybe that might just be my insecurity talking, because I have tried to break these and Adam has tried to break these, and this one's mine, and they aren't breaking, and they are not sealed with varnish. They are sealed with liquid polymer clay, so it's not going to come off the way varnish would. So you could potentially use them on garments, just like this artist says you can with hers. So anyway, but these are so sweet. If you guys if you haven't already heard of her, she just makes amazing buttons. So anyway, I referred to the thickness of her buttons and realized and had Adam look too, and he said her buttons are way thicker than yours. And I looked and it was true. So as soon as I added just that little bitty bit of thickness, it completely transformed the durability of the button from being able to break it by hand, because I'm putting so much pressure on this one. We've tried to break this one so many times because there's a little flaw on it. Can you see the little line in the middle that I did with the X-Acto knife by accident? So I can't sell this one, so it is a try to break it button. I'm going to just probably gift these to my sister because she likes to collect buttons, but these are not going to go for sale. But I do have a whole bunch that I did make for sale. Like, look at this. Aren't they so sweet? That was why I just really wanted to be able to make these, because there's so many options. Like, I did a ceramic style button for these using the liquid polymer clay. So we've got widows and webs. My absolute favorite though are the beetle ones, which I would have absolutely used on that cardigan I was talking about that I made for Will when he was a toddler. But look at them. I used 2 different colors. I used 2 different colors of liquid clay for these, and they're so cute. And then I did the same thing with a unicorn design. These are all in the shop now, and then I'm gonna make more, of course, as we go. And then I also have wood buttons arriving today in the shop, in the mail. So focus on the buttons. There we go. So, like a tie-dye looking unicorn button. And then I have like bitten cookies. Some are, you get a bitten one and a whole one. Very simple kind of neutral donuts. There's a chocolate, and they're all backwards, but a really pale pink. What else? Purple flowers. So I have so many ideas. I also need to order a organizer box to put all of the buttons in. Yeah, so very, very busy next few days. Thank you guys for being patient, waiting for me to be more consistent with the vlogs. We should be back on track as far as hopefully doing daily vlogs to the end of October. So we'll try. But I'm gonna get to work. I'm gonna finish my coffee and start the day. So I have to peel all of these. I've already started. Here's the records. This will be a set of 5 for Forrest. These are 1-inch buttons, so they're pretty big. I have 3/4 inch buttons coming. Oh my goodness, there we go. My toadstools. So yeah, I'm really excited. I am very tired. It is 5:45. I have been working on buttons, and Will had a haircut that I completely forgot about, but we got him to that in time. Adam remembered, and then we grabbed an early supper, super late lunch, and now I'm going. Now I'm gonna go make coffee and pack orders and call it a day after that. So like I said, we have a really busy weekend. I do have some work to do this weekend, but it's a very full weekend. So but yeah, these are just, I am so happy. I'm happy with all the clay ones, but especially the ones I made this morning. Like I'm using, to do this effect, I don't know if anyone's interested, but to do this effect, I seal the buttons while they're still raw, although you could definitely do it while they're baked, with a tinted liquid polymer clay. So I used alcohol ink and a little bit of black liquid polymer clay, so it was still translucent, and it just gives it this really like rustic kind of shaded look. So these ones, this one, and this one, these are like focal buttons. So I know with cross stitch you can put like one of these as an accent. You could put it on a towel, like a decorative towel in the bottom corner. You could also definitely use them, you know, on hats or cardigans or something like that. And I think I'm gonna put a note on all of just the button listings, because I don't typically do custom orders of any kind unless it's wholesale. But like if someone wanted to order, let's say like this ribbit set, but they wanted more of the lily pad and maybe just one of the frog rather than purchasing multiple sets of 2, they could get a hold of me, and maybe I would just make, you know, like 6 of these and 1 of these for them. Maybe. If that gets too crazy. I don't think it will though, but I don't know. We'll see. Look at the little teeny paw print. It's so cute. This is Callie. I want to make other cats, but I didn't have time to make a bunch of them, and I want to do other colors of chickens too. And you just have a little egg that comes with it. I could see this going so well with like a cross stitch pattern or something, just, I don't know, as an accent. So I think that would be so cute. And then all the wood buttons. I want a cardigan with these. So these are red and like a mustard center, but I also made like green, blue, and purple centers as well. I just didn't order them all at one time. And strawberries.
Where is it?
Bluebells.
Pick me up.
Where are you? I don't know what to call these. I'm gonna call them desert flowers because that's what keeps coming to my brain. Why won't this focus? Which is just, it's shades of like burgundy and orange. Like a dark orange. And then, where is it? I want one that they're all, I know that I've shown these so many times, but this is the Forest Friends set. Kind of hard to see. We have a pine tree, acorns, toadstools, a fawn, although is it really a fawn because it has antlers, and a fox. So yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really excited to show these. I've run out. Oh, and then I have strawberries. They were on it's on white clay, but then once I put that tint over it, it made it end up looking kind of ivory. I think it's really pretty, really classic, and it mutes it down just enough that it would like work on, you know, a dark cardigan too. It's not like such a glaring bright white, which I don't like bright white anyway, so that's probably why. But I'm kind of wondering if that's going to end up being kind of the signature for these buttons if they take off, and I just keep putting this tinted glaze over the top. Almost impossible to break. You absolutely could if you tried, I'm sure, but I can't break them by hand. So that makes me happy. Because the last time I made buttons, as I mentioned, especially the ones that were on Rory's toys sweater, they just chipped and they ended up coming off. She could have been picking at them, but they were too thin, and these are absolutely perfect.
Where am I going? Oh.
Yeah, they were too thin because even the wood ones are pretty much the same thickness. So I was just making them too thin. It's okay, I learned. So, okay, I'm gonna go get some coffee. I'm really tired. Come on. Come on, Stevie. We're gonna take our packages. Go to the post office. Couple walkies. Come on. Come on. She's so cute. Come on. Stevie. Good girl.